Hello and good morning. It's Monday morning and I am here because it's been kind of a tough weekend. I think that the quarantine is finally catching up with us. We're worried about our families and our finances, and it's also a full moon. So I think we're all dealing with a lot of personal truths that are coming up. It's funny how no matter what trials or tribulations happen, what is always there, what always shows up, is us. Like who we are in that trial and tribulation and how we react is what we are stuck with. And so a lot of us are coming up against who we are and how we feel and what we are capable of doing in this kind of situation. And I know a lot of anger, frustration, sadness is happening for all of us. And so I want to talk about us as the human race. So I think that this is a golden opportunity for us to evolve. We will evolve as a human race, but where we evolve to is what I want to talk about. Where do we want to go? Because it is going to happen. We will evolve, and I want to be there to create the evolution that I see happening, that I want to have happen. And so let's talk about what that is. I know as spiritual seekers, as spiritual beings, we long for enlightenment. We long for being in a place where we are no longer victims to our circumstance. And so what is enlightenment? Is it being untouchable, like you no longer feel your trials and tribulations, you no longer get upset, you no longer have feelings? No, enlightenment is not any of those things. You will always feel what you feel. You must. This is your direction. This is where you should go next. Enlightenment is not about being removed. It's not about sitting alone and being untouchable. It's about being able to be where you are and then envisioning the future that you want. And this is what I discuss with my Ka healing method. The Ka healing method is derived from ancient Egyptian times. It's the oldest knowledge that we have as a civilization because it comes from nature, it comes from God, it comes from energy that is there all the time that we can use to create the future that we want, to evolve as humanity together into a place where we go, wow, this is cool, I like this. And so I would like to invite you to join me in this conversation. The conversation is something like this. Let's say that if you could, with your conversation, become enlightened in one day's time, would you do it? Or do you want to wait 30 years and keep going through your journeys the same way that you always have, and then maybe eventually become enlightened? Or would you like to do it tomorrow? I'm inviting you to join our conversation, to let go of what you think is you for a second in order to step into a new reality. And this reality is where we're going to create our new future. And it's happening right now. So I invite you to do this. We're going to have a new video every week just to start creating this conversation for people who haven't started it yet. And if you're already in it, it's only going to take you further. We're going to use energy work. We're going to use Reiki. We're going to use breathing exercises, everything that we can do to help ourselves step into the new reality. So I welcome you. We're going to have the most beautiful week in